Hi, welcome back to another video. And today what I've got for you is um, plastic pipe cutters. So as you can see, I've got three different brands here. Got the Monument there. This is a set of Rothenberger. They did come in a case, but that's no longer around. And I've got this, and that's a copy of what I think was a Knipex Bix, and that's a multi-adjustable. So I'm just going to quickly go through these. So let's start with the Rothenbergers, and this pretty much applies to most of these. So they come in a 15, 22, and a 35, and a 40mm. So for various sizes of pipe, and this will do, and this is a typical scenario. And just as a thing, in the past what we'd normally use is something like this, so something like that, and we'd sort of these are quite good, but once the blade gets old they sort of can crush it, you know. So it works okay. This is still in good condition, this one. So but these are the same sort of thing, and most of you will probably be aware this one's quite stiff, but yeah. So you go around like that, and what they'll do is you turn it around, yeah, and it gives you a nice cut there, nice finish. So yeah, slight edge on that, but this is the Rothenberger set. I've been using these for quite a long time. These ones I've had these probably 6 or 7 years now. I would have thought 6 or 7 years I've had these, and they're still going okay. I don't do a huge amount of I'm not fitting wastes every day, but these have served me quite well. And so yeah, so these are good. They're pretty easy to use. The only downside of this type, and this would apply to, I think, the Monument. I haven't used these yet, so these are new to me as well, relatively. But what they can do, if you want to cut conduit or something which is not quite the same size, so this is about, you see that it says 21.5mm. I don't know if you can see that there, and this is designed for 20mm pipe. And what you find, you've got to squeeze it to make it cut this properly. So you've got to squeeze it, otherwise it will tram line. Yeah, it does cut it, but yeah, it's done a bit of tram lining there, but not very much. So it's just got to squeeze on that, and it does do it. But yeah, so that's that. So that's the Rothenberger, and they do work well. So I haven't got too many complaints about these. So these work pretty well. So I'm going to go on to the next one quickly. I'm going to look at the Monuments, because these are very similar. They come in this box here. These are very similar. It's the same size as the Rothenberger, these ones, and they come in a case like this. And I'll just take these out. These are slightly different in that they are what we call snap cutters. So when I say they're snap cutters, they close shut. So and they come with these inserts for protection. Actually, the Rothenbergers did as well, but I've lost those. So same sort of thing, and I'll demonstrate a 40. So normally, if you cut with a hacksaw, it would look something like that. Yeah, it would look something like that. But if you do it with one of these, let's try that. That's pretty tight. That's very tight, that one. Oh, that's pretty tight. Yeah, I'm doing it the right way. It's got an arrow on there to show you which direction you've got to turn. And it's going through. And I have to say, that's got a nice cut to it. Yeah, it's got a nice cut. I dare say, is it different to the Rothenbergers? No, not a huge difference. Yeah, not a huge difference, but so yeah, and these are all the same. Obviously, you put that back just to protect yourself against the blades. And let's try the 15 as well, see if that's any different. So you put that in there, and then just this is the problem with coiled pipe. It's not quite round, so yeah, it's not quite round coiled pipe. So yeah, nice cut on that as well. Nice cut on that as well. Slight edge to it, but that's the only downside of all of these. It's the only downside of all of these. I do recommend, you know, you take the edge off with a Stanley knife or something on these. It's a good idea to take that edge off, because what they can do once you put the solvent on, it's a solvent pipe, so just keep that in mind. It can sort of it can scrape the glue off as you're putting the fitting on. You don't get quite such a good a join, so just something to keep in mind. Another thing is, what I kind of liked about this is, if you notice on this one, right, there's a gap there, and that's kind of good, because if you put, you can get push pit pipe, which is slightly smaller than this, and what you find with the Rothenbergers, with the push pit pipe, you've got to, as I mentioned before, you've got to squeeze it a little bit, just so that the blade bites a bit more. Whereas with this one, it's going to be easier to do, I would have thought, with this one, because you know, you've got the hinging action, and because the push fit pipe, I think it's 38mm, this is 40, so slight difference in that. But other than that, these seem nice. I like these. These are good as well. Like I say, the Rothenberger served me well. Although I'll add, you'll find many different companies doing this style of cutter still. But Rothenberger, they've actually gone into something different. So just that's the thing is, and they look very nice actually, the Monument. So let's put those away. Let's put those away there. Back into this box. And it's quite handy actually. So that's that. And then I've got something very unusual here. This is an adjustable cutter. And did I mention? I didn't mention pricing, did I? This can vary anywhere. This can vary anywhere between £60 and somewhere between £45 and £60 for this set. And the Rothenbergers, they used to be around the £45–50 mark. So, I think these are discontinued now. Those Rothenbergers are discontinued now. So, this is something very different, right? I don't know if you can see that there. Right, this is something very different. This is an adjustable cutter, and this is actually a copy of what I assume it's. I assume they copied them, but I've seen this branded as a Knipex. This one, the Knipex is around the £30 mark. This with 2 spare blades was less than £10, so incredible value. But I haven't tested it, so I haven't tried it. So let's just give it a quick go. So start with the 15. I don't know if you can see that there. The blade is in the middle there. I don't know if that blade is actually there in the middle. Can you see that? Yeah. Oh, let's turn that around. Yeah. So the blade is in the middle there, but you can swap that around and put that to the edge if you wanted. So you can swap this metal piece around and put that to the edge if you need to. So let's give this a go. So it's supposed to do multiple sizes. Let's see how effective this is. Oh, creaking. This is coiled pipe, by the way, just so you know. It's a bit more difficult to cut. Alright, let's see how. Oh. My hands are very dry. Oh, what's that doing? Bit of tram line in there. Okay. Okay, it did get through. If it was a straight bit of pipe, it would probably work better, because Don't know if you can see that there. The shape of this slightly oval, so it has tramline just a tiny bit there. But if it was a normal bit of pipe, it probably would have been better. Let's try this. Let's try this overflow conduit pipe. See how it does. See what it does with this one. Oh yes. So we've got to turn it that way. Yep. So that was better, and no tram lining on that. It's a nice clean cut. It's got a slight ridge to it. Yeah, they all have, but that does feel. Yeah, let's try something bigger. Let's try the 42mm. This is advertised as up to 50mm, so it should easily be able to do this. And let's see what it does with this. So you can see that. Oh, a bit of tram line in there. Is that my fault? Nope. Oh, we're putting a thread on it by the look of it. Oh god. Right, let's try that again. Maybe I'm not holding it well. Let's try that again. Am I turning it the right way? So I've got to turn it this way. I've got to turn it that way. Okay, well, it's working better now. Alright. Okay, that's it's not bad. Obviously, as you can see, first time round we did tramline a little bit, but it got there in the second time. Got there on the second go. It's got on. It has cut it, but you know, don't know if you can see that there. It's not compared to that edge. Look at that edge, yeah. But see how that's got quite an edge to it, and I don't know if it's got an inferior blade or something, but that's certainly got a ridge on the edge of that, whereas that's far less obvious, you see. And that's the one we would have cut with the monuments. And so I think there's very little the very little difference between the monument and the Rothenberger on the edge it leaves, but this one, it does leave a bit of an edge, yeah, and that's noticeable on the conduit as well. So yeah, so that's that one. It's pretty nice if you've got that in your toolbox. Look at the amount of space it takes. So it's tempting, and like I say, it was a bargain at £10. But if I was doing a whole installation, I wouldn't be using that. I'd be going for probably the monuments or let's say all the Rothenbergers. So, but if you only do it occasionally, and one more thing to consider: if that pipe's stuck under a sink somewhere, and you've got to try and do that, this could be a bit of a challenge. Whereas the other one's quite easy to get on. Yeah, I've done that with the Rothenbergers many times, so just keep that in mind. So that's that for this video. That's that for today, guys. Thanks for watching.